In a world shaped by diverse perspectives, one question echoes through the corridors of progress. What is feminism? Some see it as a battle cry, others as a beacon of hope. But let's break it down to its core. Feminism, at its heart, is a movement for equality, not superiority. It's about leveling the playing field, not tilting it. It's about ensuring that every voice, regardless of gender, is heard loud and clear. It's about dismantling the walls of prejudice that have been built brick by brick over centuries. It's about ensuring that every door of opportunity swings open for all, not just a select few. It's about challenging the status quo, questioning the norms, and rewriting the rules. Feminism isn't a call for superiority, it's a symphony of equality. It's a journey towards a world where your gender doesn't dictate your destiny. It's an ongoing revolution, a promise of a better, fairer world. Often misunderstood, feminism is not about sidelining men, but uplifting humanity. It's about challenging the age-old stereotypes that have confined us to rigid roles and expectations. Feminism seeks to create a world where every individual, irrespective of their gender, has the freedom to express themselves and live their truth. It's not about women taking over the world, but rather about ensuring that the world is a fair and equitable place for all. It's about dismantling the systems that have perpetuated inequality and injustice for far too long. It's about rewriting the narratives that have told us what we can and cannot do based on our gender. Feminism is not anti-men, it's anti-oppression. It's not about creating a matriarchy, it's about establishing equality. It's not about taking away rights, it's about extending rights to those who have been denied them. Remember, feminism is about breaking barriers, not building them. Now, we will explore how feminism becomes a beacon of hope in some of the world's backward regions. This powerful force is not confined to the bustling cities or the enlightened corners of the globe. It's a global symphony, singing songs of change and progress in the most unlikely places. From the remote villages of Asia to the arid plains of Africa, feminism is sparking conversations, challenging norms, and rewriting destinies. It's empowering women to stand up to age-old prejudices, to shatter the shackles of oppression, and to claim their rightful place in society. It's championing the rights of women and girls to education, to health, to financial independence, and to a life free of violence and fear. And in doing so, it's creating ripples of change that are transforming communities, reshaping societies, and redefining the world as we know it. Feminism is a global force, driving positive change in every corner of the world. In parts where education is a distant dream for many girls, feminism lights the way. It's a beacon of hope in the dark, illuminating the path to knowledge and growth. Feminism isn't just a word, it's a movement that champions equal educational opportunities, regardless of gender. It's the voice that speaks up when the world turns a deaf ear to the dreams of young girls. Imagine a world where every girl in every corner has access to quality education. Picture the possibilities, the potential unlocked. That's the world feminism envisions. From the dusty lanes of rural India to the bustling cities of Africa, stories abound of feminism breaking down walls, transforming lives through education. These tales of triumph aren't just stories, they're proof of the power of feminism. They remind us of the strides we've made and the road that lies ahead. Education is the cornerstone of empowerment, and feminism ensures it's within everyone's reach. Feminism strives to bridge the economic gap, empowering women to be active contributors to their communities. It's not just about parity in paychecks, it's about breaking down the barriers that limit women's economic participation. Picture a world where the entrepreneurial spirit is not bound by gender, where women are equally represented in boardrooms, and where financial independence is not just a man's privilege. That's the world feminism envisions. Feminism champions for equal access to resources and opportunities, challenging the norms that have long confined women to certain roles. It's about acknowledging that economic growth is a collective effort, and that women, just like men, have the potential to drive economies forward. By leveling the economic playing field, feminism empowers women to be more than just passive participants in the economy. It allows them to be decision makers, leaders, and influencers. After all, when women prosper, societies prosper. In underserved areas, feminism becomes a lifeline. It champions the idea that women's health matters, that it's a right, not a privilege. It opens the world's eyes to the fact that a woman's well-being is integral to the health of her community, her country, and indeed, the world. Feminism seeks to break the shackles of stigma associated with women's health, particularly reproductive health. It advocates for better healthcare facilities, resources, and education for women, amplifying the importance of regular health checkups, mental health awareness, and the need for accessible treatments. Feminism encourages women to take charge of their own health, to understand their bodies, and to seek help when they need it. It paves the way for healthier families, healthier societies, and a healthier world. In the grand scheme of things, feminism isn't just about advocating for gender equality, it's about fostering health and well-being for all. Feminism fights for legal rights, ensuring justice prevails. It's the voice that echoes in courtrooms, the force that challenges laws rooted in gender bias. It's the advocate for those whose voices have been silenced, and the defender of rights that have been denied. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, a young Pakistani girl who stood against the Taliban, demanding education for girls. Or the Me Too movement, which has forced a critical re-evaluation of how our society handles sexual harassment and assault. These are the stories of feminism in action, fighting on the front lines for legal rights and justice. In the face of injustice, feminism does not waver. It stands firm, wielding the law as a tool for change, pushing relentlessly for equality in every sphere of life. It's not just about breaking the glass ceiling, it's about shattering the very foundations of gender inequality. Feminism is a force against injustice, supporting the vulnerable and marginalized. Feminism is a catalyst for community building. This statement rings true as feminism fosters an environment of collaboration, understanding, and unity. It's not just about empowering women, it's about empowering everyone. When we break down gender barriers, we create spaces where ideas can be shared freely, where respect is a universal language, and where every individual is valued for their unique contributions. Feminism allows us to celebrate our differences while recognizing that we are all part of the same human family. It encourages us to listen to each other, to learn from each other, and to grow together. It's about creating communities that are vibrant, inclusive, and equitable. Through feminism, we can challenge the status quo, and in doing so, we can build stronger, more resilient communities. Feminism is about creating a world where everyone has a voice, where everyone is seen, and where everyone matters. Together, we can build a world where everyone has a role to play.